COVID tracking hits smartphones in Ontario. Fairvern moves to allowing more personalized visits with residents. And today, Cogeco News presents the newest feel-good segment, The Ripple Effect. All that and more coming up right now. Welcome to Cogeco News for June the 18th. I'm James Bowler with what's happening in your community. Well, another infection of COVID-19 has cropped up on the southern tip of Muskoka. The Simcoe Muskoka District Health Unit has confirmed a man from Severn Township in his 70s is the latest to be infected by COVID-19. His infection was reportedly acquired from within the community. And the provincial government is working with its federal counterparts to roll out a new smartphone app that they believe will help quickly track the spread of COVID-19. But it also tracks your movements.
And today, we're taking an important step forward toward containing the virus and safely restarting the economy, led by the Canadian Digital Service and with the help of Shopify, BlackBerry, and the Government of Ontario. We've been working on a nationwide mobile app that will notify users if they've been exposed to COVID-19. We will soon begin testing this app in Ontario.
We're launching a new Made in Ontario app for contact tracing called Coalbed Alert. I want to be clear, personal privacy was our #1 priority as we work to develop this app. In partnership with the federal government, this Made in Ontario app will alert Ontarians and Canadians if they've been exposed to someone who has tested positive for COVID-19 in the last 14 days. The data will be anonymous and protect the privacy of the users. That was the top of the list when we looked at apps, protecting people's privacy.
Now, meanwhile, long-term care homes, including Fairvern here in Huntsville, are easing restrictions on visitors to the homes, allowing for more personalized visits.
Well, how it works, and it works very, very well actually, is we call it over-the-fence visits. And so we have their arranged visits, and we confirm, if the weather's bad, people are to call because we don't want our residents out in the rain or visitors in the rain. We do have canopies that we put over, and the visitors can bring their own chairs if they like. Our resident is brought to an area over the fence for them to visit. We have a staff member with the resident the whole time to meet their needs if there's any needs. And they have an opportunity to chat. We had window visits. We've also been having people in who have family members who are palliative.
Okay.
And so for that, we would bring the resident down to our isolation area on the ground floor that has windows, and the relative or the loved one would come in full PPE, and we'd monitor that visit, and they had 1 4-hour block a day. What we're working on doing here is creating 3 pad areas, so that we can have 3 different groups of people visiting residents at any one time, because we're trying to have 1 30-minute visit per resident per week with a family member. So we can't do it with what we have. So at this point, we're doing what we have been doing, but we're getting some quotes on putting in some extra walkways and cement pads that we can put gazebos over to protect from the weather and do all of that, and still be able to allow our other residents to come outside and enjoy the outside while families are visiting. So to have more visitors in, we would have to be able to staff to be able to observe and ensure that social distancing is being adhered to, because the social distancing doesn't go away. And the ministry is very clear, if someone doesn't comply with the social distancing, they would lose their privilege of visiting. And we want to make sure that people can comply and that our residents actually can see their families and their families can see them.
For sure.
I think the reason we haven't had any infections is that we started planning in February. And we've worked as a team with our medical director and our physicians. We appointed a full-time infection control nurse, and we have a committee that works very diligently at reviewing everything daily and what should we be doing, what else do we need to do, what else can we do.
Time for our first break, but stay tuned for more after this. Welcome back, and as you can see by that previous shot, myself and our intern Hunter Tapley had an opportunity to visit the Huntsville Farmers Market earlier today. Here's a bit of what we saw.
Well, we're only allowed food vendors this year, which is okay. We have a few of them. Our farmers are here. We're going to have fresh fruit and everything from Ontario. I do have the signs and stuff put up because we want everybody to realize you got to keep that 6 feet distance. Wear a mask. I asked all my vendors to wear a mask to protect themselves plus others. And yeah, I'm glad that we're finally open. We usually open in May, but this year we opened June 18th, which is today. It's our first day open, and it was pretty busy this morning. Yeah, they are. They're coming in. Some aren't wearing a mask, but some are, and they are keeping their distance. They're not touching anything, which we ask that because then we'll have to wash it down and whatnot. So yes, they are very respectable. Yep.
This is a test today, and we're set up today, and we're watching our COVID-19 limitations and respecting it, respecting our other vendors and customers, and at the same time providing the food that's needed in our community that's from local. Day one, people just being cautious that it's COVID-19, just like they are in grocery stores. So I think there are people out watching what we're doing and participating, and others that are anticipating and waiting to hear how things were operating. And there are very cautious people in our community, which is great. And I think each week we will have more numbers.
And now we'll take a quick look behind the Cogeco curtain. Since the start of this pandemic, Cogeco has had to figure out some creative ways to do things differently while still offering the stellar service we always strive to give our customers and viewers. Now here's a look at what we've been doing to ensure you're still able to enjoy TV, internet, and phone service during COVID-19.
Like all businesses, Cogeco had to develop new ways of doing things. Julie Martins is the Director of Technical Operations for Ontario. She described what has changed in the day-to-day operations of Cogeco.
Everybody who can work from home is working from home. That means a lot of our agents are working from home. But from my perspective, the field, the technicians are still out in the field every day. That's how we can best assist the customer from outside their home. So obviously, we're still out in the field from a field technician perspective. A lot has changed in our daily operations. We keep customer service first and foremost in our work, but what really has changed is a lot of the work is now being done from outside. We've moved to a lot of innovative technologies to use apps to assist the customer inside the home by us working outside the home. That's the biggest change. Other than that, we're keeping a lot of our operations the same, maintaining our network and our customer focus.
Many essential services do not have the option of working remotely. And for technical operations at Cogeco, this was the main challenge. How do you provide residential and business service while recognizing the need for physical distancing?
A lot of our technicians are customer focused. They just want to get inside the house to fix the problem directly. It's a lot easier than walking somebody through it. So that was the challenge at the beginning, was to really make everybody step back, step out of the homes and focus on walking through a customer instead of doing it ourselves, which we're so accustomed to doing. Each tech has their own truck. We did a lot of twinning before, and now we moved to individual techs in individual trucks to maintain that social distance, as well as the fact that when we're out in the field assisting each other as technicians, we maintain the 6-foot distance. And if there is an occasion where we do have to be closer than 6 feet, we have nitrile gloves, we have masks. We're following all of the Health Canada safety precautions that we can.
Even with technology and new ways of providing service, a few innovations were simply unimaginable at the start of the pandemic.
Some things that people can't imagine is some of the innovative ways the technicians have gone to the lengths to help customers. I'll give you an example where we have technicians using their ladders going up outside the house to the 2nd floor with their own remote and working through the window to program the televisions from outside the home. Nobody would have thought we'd ever get to that point, but that's where we are to help our customers get online without entering the home wherever possible. I certainly am very proud of the decisions Cogeco has made overall in moving towards the work we've done for COVID-19 to maintain our customers, to help support them. But I'm very proud of our technicians maintaining the top quality customer service that we do in the field every single day from a customer perspective to a network perspective. We've never lost focus on the customer throughout this pandemic.
And we're back to the break. Stay tuned for more after this. joining me in studio now is Amy Snow, and Amy has a very special project that you're working on with YourTV with us called The Ripple Effect. So Amy, I just wanted to hear a bit about what this project is and what you're hoping to accomplish with it.
Thanks so much for having me today, James,
Yeah.
and YourTV. This is a great opportunity for us. The Ripple of Kindness is a new chapter in Muskoka. Some may have heard of it out of Barrie. And the director is Beth Gritsky,
Yeah.
and Courtney Provan. Brought it to Muskoka. It's a small group. There's only about 23 of us, but it's grown rapidly in less than a year that it's been here. We are able to help and assist profoundly by a collaborative contribution. So rather than a small amount going here or there to different charities and not really feeling like you're making impact, this way we're able to do it together with a group of like-minded people. And it's fun. We get together 4 times a year. Things are changing a little bit, obviously, with COVID, but we're still able to connect, meet new people. We have gatherings where we're able to bring friends and family and introduce them to the program. And what it is actually all run by volunteer. We collaborate, put all our money together that we would normally maybe give about $33 a month, which me as a single mom, I'm able to do. So I think it's pretty doable. And twice a year, we vote after nominating charities that are registered in Muskoka, and we give a $200 donation each.
Okay.
So our last contribution went to Muskoka Parry Sound Sexual Assault Services,
Amazing.
a $4,600. You were there.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It was awesome.
Yeah, so they were able to pay a part-time counselor who that is just invaluable in
Yes,
being able to
I know
help.
Lauren was very happy with that.
Yeah. So this way, we're able to share while we're checking in on our charities. And you were very gracious to invite us to bring our neighbors and friends to the door of our favorite charities to check on how they're doing throughout COVID, how they're adjusting, adapting, and what we can do to best support them at this time. I'm flooded with volunteers wanting to help,
Yeah.
but we're really limited in what we can do, and most do need some financial support. So it's kind of a fun way to be able to knock on doors and bring people with me, and yeah.
So we have appropriately named this segment The Ripple Effect because it is part of the Ripple of Kindness. It's part of this organization that you guys have brought together, and through obviously a chapter of the original Barrie organization, which we talked about, but Ripple of Kindness, we felt kind of agreed that was a great name for what you're really trying to achieve with this, right? So
That's perfect.
Yeah. So give me a rundown again of about what we're going to see here, Amy, and we do have a segment coming up right after this to show people what this segment is about. But just tell me what people are, what can they expect to see on this segment?
Well, Beth, one of our co-directors, had wanted to check in, as I mentioned, on our charities. So what we're going to be doing is you have the challenge of editing Amy Snow down to a 3-minute or 4-minute segment.
Yep.
So that in itself is a feat. But we just want to have the opportunity for the charities to be able to say hello to the community
Yep.
and give a quick window into what's happening with them.
Yep.
So very short, brief, to the point, gives you the opportunity, the viewership, to decide, is this a group that I want to be directly involved with? Or would I like to join the Ripple of Kindness Muskoka chapter and be able to do a collaborative donation to a chosen charity, because there's so many great charities to choose from.
Yeah.
So it should be a nice, fun kind of knock on your door and visit the people of your neighborhood, kind of feel good piece.
Definitely a lot of fun. I think fun is like the main point of what we were doing. We did do the segment that I won't tease too much about it, about who it is yet, but we had a lot of fun recording that, and we'll have some more to come. So Amy, thank you very much for coming in today. Really appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you so much.
And
really appreciate it.
I'm going to throw to break, but when we come back, you're going to see the first segment of the Ripple Effect. So stay tuned for that.
Welcome to the Table Soup Kitchen Foundation in Huntsville. Today we are speaking with Heather Cassie, the CEO and founder. Hi Heather! Hey Amy. We came in today and saw the seamless food bank and how things are running. How has the pandemic affected your services?
We have had to modify all of our services here at the table, but it's going really smoothly because we have an amazing team of volunteers. Our guests at the food bank in particular come outside the building and choose from box 1 or 2 and choose some other items on the tables, and then they pick up at the front door. So things are going well.
Do you have a message for all of those that really want to help and continue to volunteer or help in some way?
We're asking people to contact us on our website at thetablefoundation.ca, and there's contact information there to connect with our volunteer coordinator. There are some ways that people can volunteer right now, but we're also asking people to understand that we'll be in touch soon, and as things unfold with our services, again, that we'll be able to include people. So, we especially need financial donations right now. That's the best way that people can show their love and support for our guests and for the Table Ministry. They can go to our website at thetablefoundation.ca and make a financial donation there.
If you're interested in having a charity of your choice highlighted, contact the Ripple of Kindness Muskoka chapter, or consider joining the organization and really feeling the ripple of kindness and the power of many through collaborative contributions by like-minded individuals.
I'm back to put a spring in your step with some great local and awesome musical offerings online. You guessed it, Hunters Bay Radio and Lake of Bays Brewery's Quarantunes is back once again with 2 new offerings of musical musings. This Thursday, Muskoka cellist Megan Ballantyne brings her haunting tunes to your home through Facebook at 7 p.m. And if you're looking for more, why not tune in on Saturday at 7 to catch a performance from Clayton Earl, strumming sweet music for your ears. Find all the details on both these shows on the Hunters Bay Radio Facebook page. And just a quick tease to prepare you for next week, yours truly will be appearing Thursday night for the next round of Quarantunes, so stay tuned for that show on June 25th. Continue to show your support for the Aurelia Soldiers Memorial Hospital this Thursday with the continuing Essential Concert Series, this week featuring a very highly regarded songwriter and blues musician, Stephen Henry. He is sure to entertain, bringing with him his love for bands like Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin. Tune in at 8 p.m. and find all the details on the Essential Concert Series Facebook page. Make sure to check out Huntsville's own Hawksley Workman and his second episode of Hawksley Night in Canada. Don't miss this interactive live session featuring his unique songwriting and musicality, intriguing storytelling, and wacky sense of humor. The show takes place this Thursday at 8 p.m. Tickets can be purchased at www.hoxleyworkman.com. Peters Players presents the first of their drive-in concerts. This Saturday at 3 p.m., catch Juno Award-winning blues songwriter, singer, and harmonica player Paul Reddick, joined by fellow Juno winner and member of Monkey Junk Steve Mariner and Kyle Ferguson, the influential guitarist of the legendary rock blues band The Sidemen. Tickets are available on the Peters Players website. And next week, the Stocky Center's Bands on the Bay online series, sponsored by the North Star, continues with the amazing Tablelands. Brandon Prevey, the man behind Tablelands, is a songwriter who fuses the core elements of both vintage and contemporary, seemingly without struggle. He needs only one fluent expression of melody or turn of phrase to stir the unsuspecting ear. Catch his show on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Again, all details can be found by going to the Stocky Center website. That's it for this week, but keep your eyes peeled for next week's incredible shows.
That is Cogeco News, and of course, for more information, you can head over to yourtv.tv for this and other shows. And you can watch us live at 5 Monday to Thursday. From everyone here at Cogeco News, thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.